I'd like to share with you, as the continuation of Commitment and Choices, the tools that I've used over the last 27 days of my juice fast. Making a good plan really helps you stay clear on your commitment, which makes it easier to stick to. Some of the components of a good plan are, number one, what's your goal? Be very clear on your goal. For me, we're doing a juice fast. We've decided on 90 days, and then we're going to take about half that time to break the fast, so another 45 days. So we've committed to, our goal is 135 days juice fast, including the break back to solids. Number two, what's your start date? You need to have a clear start date so that you don't keep putting it off and putting it off. My start date was March 31st. It actually was April 1st, but I got so excited and got everything ready that I went ahead and started early. So March 31st, 2009 was my start date. Number three, how will you stay on track? You have to be prepared. You have to plan how much food you'll need to buy. And figure out the time, like your calendar. Look at your calendar. Do you need to buy food for the next 3 days because you're super busy? How much food do you need to buy for each day? For me, I figured out I need at least 2 heads of some kind of lettuce, 2 bunches of celery, 2 bunches of parsley, 25 carrots, 6 apples, 3 lemons, and a good 3-inch size piece of ginger. And that gets me to about a gallon, a little over a gallon of juice for that day. So if I'm busy for the next 3 days, I go to the store today, I buy enough for the next 3 or 4 days. And then I'll be prepared, because you'll get hungry. If you don't have anything and you open up the refrigerator and you're starving when you first wake up in the morning, which will happen for days and days if you're not prepared, then you'll eat whatever's there and you'll break your fast. So to be successful, be prepared. Next is planning your day. Focus on the day. You wake up in the morning, you make yourself some juice, and you look at your day. Plan the day. How much do you need to juice, and at what time of the day? For me, I have to do it first thing in the morning, and I figured out it takes me about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, depending on what I'm juicing. Strawberries and tomatoes take a little longer for me in my Green Star juicer. So, and that's how long it takes to make about a gallon of juice for myself. And I have to do it first thing in the morning, otherwise my day will get away from me. I'll get hungry, I won't be properly nourished, I'll get grumpy, so on and so forth. So plan your day. Have each day ready, knowing when you're going to start. Number three, keep nourished and away from temptation. It's so important to know your limits. For me, that means every hour I have to drink some juice. And I'm pretty active. It's hard for me to stay calm because I'm a massage therapist. I work 3 or 4 days a week giving massages for up to 5 hours each day. I'm a yoga instructor, and I want to keep up with my yoga practice. So I'm more active, so I have to have more nourishment and more dark leafy greens so that I get all the amino acids I need. So number one, making a good plan, knowing your start date and knowing your goal, how to stay on track. Those are the 3 major elements of a good plan. Next, you want to have a buddy. You need to have a buddy to go through this with, somebody who lives in the area that you can meet with regularly. I'm so blessed to have Shannon near me where we can meet almost every day. We're either at yoga together or I'm coming to her house, and it's great. We want to talk on the phone, or at the very least, text message each other on a daily basis. Find out how your buddy's doing. If you have a weak moment, don't give up without a fight. You can do this. Once you've got a good plan, you've got a foundation, and you've got something to use to remind you and bring you back, and that really helps. Keep yourself fighting in a strong, focused, goal-oriented forward movement. So if you have a weak moment, don't just give in. Call your buddy, talk to your buddy, spill the beans, open up, talk about whatever you're feeling, because it's not going to be just physical detoxing that you're having. You're going to detox emotions. You're going to detox spiritual stuff is going to come up and come out, and you're going to have some really great insights, and you're going to want to share all this with your buddy, and you can motivate each other that way. Journal your experience for future reference. You'll be able to see how far you've come. You know, this is day 27 for me, and it's been really amazing how far I've come. Especially these last 2 days, I've seen some really interesting transformations. And I'm less hungry, I'm less tempted, and I noticed that I didn't even smell the food that was on the plate of someone that I was near who was eating, but I was just thinking about my juices and how vibrant they are, and I wanted some, so I drank some. So, review your commitment. If you're struggling, review your commitment. That's going to help get you back on track. Know that this is just temporary. Your struggle is temporary. It will pass. Just be in that moment and, try to shift your mind from your body sensations to get yourself out of that moment. And try to think of something positive. If you can do that and get yourself into that new habit of thinking things in a positive way, shifting them into a positive, like, oh, I'm starving right now. Oh, think about how my body's going to transform over these 90 days. That will really be motivating. And remember, you have a choice to say yes to a total body makeover. This is a total body makeover. It's amazing. And you can say yes to a healthier you. Thank you for tuning in and listening to our lesson on commitments and choices.